So one of the programs that we do at the Abbey here is prison outreach, and we do this all year long, and we correspond with inmates really across the country who are studying Buddhism in prison. And many times their letters are very inspiring, and I thought I would share one today that is quite inspiring and a very clear-minded fellow. He's been studying the 37 practices of the Bodhisattvas, and he talks about verse number 5, when you keep their company, your 3 poisons increase, your activities of hearing, thinking, and meditating decline, and they make you lose your love and compassion, give up bad friends. And he writes, this verse really is where I'm at in my life. I'm so tired of dealing with people who are happy with themselves and don't see that prison is not a healthy environment for people. As I try to change myself and my way of thinking, I'm surrounded by others who are stuck thinking that being in prison is just a part of life and that it's all right to be here. When I spend time with these people, I get caught up in their gossip and negativity. That makes me feel horrible inside, and the worse I feel, the more I tend to try to make others feel just as bad or worse. So instead of creating good karma, I'm creating so much bad karma. I feel stuck in quicksand. The more I try to do what is good and just and positive, I still feel the weight of all the negative I have done. It's like having to walk a mile to move 10 feet. So staying away from negative thinking people and spending time with people who are working on changing like me is easier for me to stay focused on doing good and staying positive. This, when he writes this, it really strikes home to me the strength of many of these inmates in environments that are so chaotic and so difficult, quite violent often, and yet keeping clear with what's important and, you know, how they want to train their minds. He continues, I just came to realize that give up bad friends could also apply to the usage of negative words and actions. It seems to me that just talking negatively about another being is like befriending the negative action and not the being itself. So just giving up the negative words and actions that cause suffering to others is like giving up bad friends, which is quite a good way of thinking about this, isn't it? Yeah. Let's see, he continues. My views on friend might be a little skewed because I view a friend as an influence on my thoughts, speech, and actions, and the biggest influence is my own. I influence my own thoughts, speech, and actions by past circumstances, memories, and things I was taught either by family or by society. So to me, and my way of thinking, giving up bad friends is to change what influences me negatively. Giving up bad friends is also difficult while locked up, not having the choice of who I have as a cellie, or being able to not have to deal with people who aren't trying to better themselves. Others don't understand why anybody would use their time to learn a different way of life or a new way to change their thinking. And again, here, this reminds me, you know, oftentimes, at least in this country, when we're practicing Buddhism, we really often feel like we're going against kind of the society norms, you know. We can really feel like we're, you know, moving upstream. And then I think if you're in prison, you compound that, you know, a million. And he goes on to really illustrate that. As I sit here on my bunk reading the Dharma, meditating, or writing a letter to you, I am viewed as weak because I don't join in on the horseplay or joking that goes on around me. Because I'm not happy about where my past thoughts and actions have led me, I'm weak. Because I choose to change my life and live life as society dictates, I'm weak. That is how these people I'm surrounded by view me. My views are different. I view the gang life and constant trips to prison as weak. Not trying to break free of the cycle of this place or the way of thinking that led you here is weak. Joining a gang because either all your friends are in it or it's the cool thing to do is weak. Strength to me is the constant battle to change your life circumstances to something better, not just following like cattle to be slaughtered. Strength to me is standing up to your friends and stating, this is wrong, this place is wrong. I and we don't belong here. We are meant for something greater than prison. Strength should be viewed as something more than the physical or being able to get over on someone else. Strength should be giving a helping hand to somebody, anybody. It's about giving, not taking. It's about helping, not destroying. It's about love, not hate. I want to be strong enough to change my life for the better so I can stay out of prison and maybe help others to make the same decisions. I don't like this place. I don't like reading about what other people are doing without me. I don't want to just be in society. I want to be a part of it. I don't just want to exist. I want to live life. So really a very strong, clear letter from this fellow. And it also reminds me that, no matter what this person did, however long that took, a few seconds or a few minutes, to remember that every one of us have such potential, and this letter really illustrates the potential of every human. Whatever he did that landed him there, look how his mind is so switched around and turned now, and look what he is thinking about and how he's trying to improve his thoughts, his mind, his actions. So may we take inspiration from this person and recommit to really practicing the Dharma in the purest way we can, with the most open heart that we can, with the most kindness that we can, to benefit, all beings. And to think about this person with his strength of practice in that prison, you can bet for sure that he is influencing those around him with this kind of a strong practice, which is quite lovely. I would think there will be less violence there then with this kind of strength of practice. So may we try and practice that way also. Yeah. So maybe for the viewing audience, what Venerable Tarpa was saying is, it struck her how he talked about that nobody belongs in prison, not just him, but the others around him, and what really a big thought that is, that he extends his view to all beings, that everybody has the potential to do more than just, exist in prison. Really a kind heart and some bodhicitta there really starting to grow well, huh? Yeah. Mm-hmm.